What is going on, guys? Pawwinkles here, bringing you another Division video. This time we're talking about 5 tips and tricks to surviving in the Dark Zone solo. First thing I want to mention is this is not a build video. This is not a gear video. If you guys would like to see a video like that, please let me know down in the comments. There is going to be one piece of gear I will suggest for solo play if you are able to get it. It is not needed, but it is definitely something that has helped me out and saved my butt a couple of times. Luckily, I've gotten this perk on my SOCOM M1A. You definitely want to get this perk in your 3rd slot so you don't have to have the electronics for it to activate, and that is this skilled perk. What this does is every headshot kill, as you can see here, I'm going to actually be showing you, every headshot kill that you get is actually going to increase the amount of signature resources that you gain. Look down at my signature skill down there. It went from about halfway, now it's at about 3/4 of the way, and this next headshot here is actually going to fill it up. I got my signature skill back in about 5-6 headshots, so definitely want to check that out if you are able to. That's going to lead me to my next point. Get a good sniper rifle. It doesn't need to be special, doesn't need to have balanced on it, but definitely something that you want to have for long range combat. The next thing I want to talk about is trust no one. In the Dark Zone, it is a no man's land. If they are not in your group, heck, even if they are in your group, don't trust anyone. As you can see here, I actually end up taking out this manhunt guy only to be betrayed by the 4 people that were running behind me, trying to take him out as well. One mistake I always see solo players making in a Dark Zone, guys, is the fact that they jump into battles and fights that they know they can't win. I know it's frustrating when you get killed by a group. I know it's frustrating when your loot gets stolen. I know it's frustrating when you get betrayed. But at a certain point, you need to understand what you can win and what you're going to lose. Sometimes it's better to just walk away and live another day and kind of go about your farming and go about your PvPing than to keep giving another group the satisfaction of killing you over and over again, where they end up having fun, they end up having laughs, and you end up losing a bunch of DZ keys and losing a bunch of DZ rank and losing DZ funds. That's going to lead me into my next topic, guys. It has to do with actual combat and has to do with actually escaping combat, and that's use your environment. Know your environment, use your environment. If you have specific stomping grounds, if you like to run in DZ 2 and 3, you should know DZ 2 and 3 like the back of your hand. This is actually a clip of me chasing a guy, and I was actually fairly impressed with how he used his environment, and he was able to actually keep me from getting a line of sight on him. He knew he was outmatched, he knew he was outgunned, so he tried to get away. You know, I popped my super here thinking that he's gonna fight, and he actually takes off, and he is actually very, very good at keeping me from getting a line of sight on him. I know my accuracy was a little off today. I was recording this really early in the morning. I was a little tired, but the fact of the matter is this guy was really good at using these cars in the streets in order to keep one solo player from being able to actually get shots off on him. And that's really what it comes down to, who can do the most DPS in the shortest amount of time. And if you're able to force someone to constantly reload, constantly use their supers to be able to keep up with you, then you're going to be at an advantage. If your build is anything like mine, then your electronic skill is as low as your grandmother at a YMCA class for Linux computers, and that's just not right. This is where using your environment actually comes in handy. This can actually prolong the fight. That could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing. If you're at an advantage, of course you want to end the fight as quickly as possible, but if you're at the disadvantage, you get caught off guard, you're outnumbered, then you want to prolong the fight a little bit in order for you to be able to use your abilities. For me, I like to use overheal, and health packs are my last resort. I don't want to use health packs unless I am absolutely caught off guard and I need that quick boost of health in order to get my health back. Because my electronics are so low, it does take a while for me to get my overheal back, and when I do use my overheal, I don't get a lot of health back from it. So as you can see here, I'm actually using this wall to my advantage, waiting for my health to come back. I put a wall and some AI between me and this enemy, and as he comes around the wall, I actually move behind this truck, so he's actually not able to get me off. I'm able to get a heal off. Now I'm at max health, and I'm able to finish him off quickly. People aren't going to like me on this one, but it needs to be said. You need to take advantage of any opportunities that present themselves. As you can see here, this guy accidentally went rogue. I went on to down him, finish him off, and went on to take his loot. Again, you need to take advantage of any opportunities. People probably aren't going to like this one. People are probably going to say that it's cheap, but you need to remember you are a solo player. You are alone. You are here for yourself. You are here to win in the Dark Zone. As you can see here, as this guy's placing his loot on the rope, I quickly gun him down and I proceed to take his loot. Guys, this is going to lead me into my 5th and final tip, and that's don't piss off the server. As you can see, I am trolling this guy. I get him the clap, which gives me the opportunity to quickly gun him down, and I continue to clap again. As you guys know, that is like the biggest slap in the face that you can do to someone. So again, of course, what do? Is I go and find him again and continue to troll him. He ends up going rogue on me, not 100% sure why. I know I had gunned him down a couple times in this session. He knew that there was no way he was going to be able to beat me, and as you can see, I continue to kind of use my environment just to kind of troll him a little bit more. I think he's going to come around the corner again. He ends up actually running. He's not using his environment. He's actually running straight down, and I use step 1 to take him down pretty quickly. You would be surprised how quickly a bunch of 10-year-olds can get organized when you piss off enough of them on a server. And as you can see, that is the situation I have gotten myself in. I am trying to use my environment in order to kind of avoid them, but there's a certain point where you know that you're going to lose. I do end up losing this fight. They do eventually catch me, and it's about a 1v15. Again, I do end up annoying the server, so this server...
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yes, my announcer friend pretty much said it all there. Unfortunately, apparently I had gotten this server so mad to the point where they had teamed up in quite large numbers, which I didn't think was possible. But they were tired of my shenanigans, and it was time to shut me down. Unfortunately, after this had happened, that was pretty much it for my gameplay on this server, and it was time for me to switch servers. Thank you guys for watching. That's all I really had for you guys today. Please, if you like my videos, please let me know down in the comments. Like and subscribe. Thank you guys again for all the support from that last video, and Potwinkle's out.